Hey there guys, it's Tom and Dan here, back for Game 3 of the Nottingham City Championships. The score's 1-1, and we're going into the final game now to see who's gonna go into the top 2. Both players just shuffling up there. It's a pretty nerve-wracking experience. We've only just got about 10 minutes left on the clock, so it's a pretty tense atmosphere, I can imagine.
Yeah, if I was Jack, I'd probably go for the same strategy as I did last time. Tornadoes, get the early prizes, and
You can see that George was getting a bit impatient there, trying to flip over his Magnemite. Definitely wants this to be a quick game.
a lot slower.
Yeah, I think George might have given a couple of things away there by the fact that he wants to play fast. Is that he has a start that he wants to take quick prizes with, which is kind of giving away a lot of information for free. It's just like a read you can get on people sometimes when they're agitated like that at the start of a game 3. It means they want to carry on with their turn and get going, rather than if you had a slow start.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm just looking at Jack's hand there. He's got I think it's 2 Magnezones,
Wow.
a Sage.
I thought that George was going to blow up on us and have some crazy start, but Cyndaquil with an energy is not great. Unless next turn he actually has just rare candy, Typhlosion, energy junk on to get the energy. That'd be crazy if he actually has the turn 2 Typhlosion, which is what I'm expecting him to have. In all honesty, if he doesn't have it, I'll be disappointed.
That was his. I think that would actually be his quickest way of getting prizes. Just
That's the best way of him taking prizes in this
put
situation.
the energy onto itself. Yeah, and take all the prizes before those Magnezones come out.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's definitely the best way of doing it right now. If I'm Jack, I'm probably going to retreat out. If I had a switch, I'd probably just go out for that Tornadus and attach an energy and pass. Depends what his hand. Oh no, his hand is pretty terrible. I don't know. Actually, it's too slow. Like, I think maybe magnetic switching out for the Tornadus here is actually a really. Ooh, I thought magnetic switching out for the Tornadus might be a nice play here, because it gives Jack a buffer that he so sorely needs, and then it lets him get to his Magnezones.
Yeah, it hasn't.
Ooh.
The Sage just passed, so
This is not good. There we go. That's exactly what I thought he had.
yeah, and the catcher as well.
Wow. Oh wow. George needs to work on his poker face a little bit, I think. Oh wow. Okay then. Yeah. So.
And
by...
to Juniper.
Oh, this is a crazy game. If Jack had just played it a little bit differently, they wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah, I think what you said about putting up the Tornadus would have been a good idea, but obviously George did have the catcher in hand, but it would give him a buffer just to stop those prizes being taken and just
it does.
Try and catch up.
He would be able to potentially get out one Magnezone, which is at least going to help, because then he could. I think George has actually just started quick off the mark, and fair play to him. He's had 2 quite slow starts. I think he's pretty much, by the law of averages. I think that he should be getting a little break. But that is really, it really has. And even what's really nice here is, even if Jack evolves to Magneton here, he's still getting knocked out because of
that
the 10
one
damage.
earlier, the beat.
That beat has saved him. The beat actually has saved him. So
he's got a collector. The only thing is, there's not a lot he can get that he can avoid giving away prizes.
Has to be a Magnemite here, for sure a Magnemite. The thing is, if you open a couple of Magnemites early and they just get rolled like this, there is a huge disadvantage, because you don't have another attacker. Eelektrik isn't an attacker. It does 50 damage for 3 energy, which was average in base set days. So, like, I don't know what he's gonna do if he loses another Magnemite, which is looking like he's going to. I think his play here is gonna be evolve to Magneton, switch, Cleffa, Eek, attach an energy.
Yeah, I think he's picked up on that. He's got the switch in hand as well to make the most of that as well. Because he hasn't got energy.
He hasn't got energy. Oh, he hasn't got the energy. If he had the energy, he would have been in a far stronger position. The switch is.
He's got Magneton though.
The Magneton, you kind of have to play on top of him. His hand's been forced in a way, which is quite clever a move on George's part, because he's just played down that other Magnemite and he can't evolve it if he wants to eke his hand away, and he definitely doesn't want to lose that Magnezone because it will let him get that Magnezone out so much faster.
Yeah, but the early pressure from George is just amazing, really. When time's coming up, just take as many prizes as you like. Jack's been forced to, well, he's hopefully going to eke, and if he wakes up, that's another prize that George is going to be able to take.
Yeah, I think if I'm in George's position at this point, I'm thinking, oh, I've got about 5 minutes left on the clock, and I've got a Typhlosion that's knocking out everything he has, and there's no way for it to be one-shotted next turn either.
Yeah, exactly, and there's no energy in place. There's not even ways to attack of damage.
Yeah, exactly. Don't know what George is going to do this time.
The hand Jack's been given isn't.
It's not terrible. I mean, it doesn't have that crucial Magnezone that he needed. Oh, it does have the Magnezone.
Oh, he does. Oh, he's been end. So.
Oh no! His one opening
harsh.
to get back in the game. He had the double colourless and everything.
Yeah.
Oh no, that is horrible for him. But the Cleffer does stay asleep. Unless George draws a catcher here, Jack might be able to hold off just another turn. Oh, and that is
not an amazing hand.
That is not amazing, not by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, and he does get the catcher. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, then George is going for strength to strength, because as soon as he gets that Magnezone out, if he does get that Magnezone out, which I'm looking like he wants to do, he's just going to take control of this game. He's literally just going to roll everything, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And that hands that George end Jack into, hasn't got a lot of options. He's got a Sage, but he's got no Candy, no Magnezone in hand, so he's going to have to hit both to have even a chance, I guess.
Yeah, it's harsh, but that's the way it goes sometimes. He has got an N in his hand. He has got an N.
That's true, yeah.
I think in this situation I would go for the N, because he's got 4 prizes left. Putting him down to a 4-card hand, he has to, surely. The N is going to net him. It's going to net him 6 as well.
Net him 6.
It's just going to be a better net draw, because there's nothing he really needs in his hand at the moment. He has to play the N.
I think he's debating between.
Come on, Jack.
There
we go. There we go.
The thing about Typhlosion is that it can just kind of, no matter what hand George draws, apart from a catcher, he's going to be able to do something.
Yeah, he's going to be able to attack.
Unless that Cleffer stays asleep.
Yeah, he is. He's definitely going to be able to keep attacking. Which is, well, this is quite good with Typhlosion, because it's like a self-sufficient attacker in a way. And it's great in sudden death.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. His new hand gets him Eelektrik. Would have been... He's already used his attachment, so he won't be able to use the double colourless in his hand to start attacking with Tornadus.
That would have been... But even then, I'm not sure if the Tornadus is even that useful, because he's just going to hit for 80 and discard the energy, and then Jack doesn't have another double colourless, so it would be... Obviously it would put pressure on George, which is obviously what Jack wants to do at this point. It's what he needs to do at this point. But
yeah,
if George has access to another Typhlosion or another Magnezone anytime soon, then I think it's curtains for Jack, which is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely. It's just been forced into playing what he's been given, and it's not a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks...
This is where N can make a difference. It literally has made a huge difference in this game.
Yeah, even when you're ending them into the same size hand, like it was a 6 for 6.
Yeah.
It just disrupted him so much, he's not been able to answer to the onslaught of Typhlosion.
Okay, so yeah, that's a sensible decision, putting the energy there, I think. Lets him do the 80 next turn if he needs to. I really would like to see... I can't see how Jack can really do anything. He can't attack this turn. I think his only real option is to eke again. His hand is pretty terrible, and he needs to stay asleep. It's pretty much his only option at this point.
The only thing you might be thinking is the double colourless is already in his hand, but
true, but
As
he
we've
did.
seen
He just passed. Did he just pass?
Yeah, I think so. George just drew his card, so
But
that's another
that's another prize.
three prizes. He's got June through as well.
Oh no way! If he hits any of this, then it's going to be a terrible, terrible position to get out of. Oh, and he has hit something. I'm not sure if it's going to be the stage 1 or the stage 2, and it is going to be the stage 1.
Magnezone.
So he's not running as hot as we thought he was.
No.
But still, I'm not really thinking that he's in a bad position at all. I mean, he's got everything he needs.
No, he's taken, after this turn, he'll be taking 3 prizes to Jack's none, with time coming up incredibly soon, so...
And that is time, I believe.
Yeah, that is time, yeah. So as you can see, our footage unfortunately gets cut off just at the end there, but time was called, as you saw in the timer at the bottom. So, just as a quick summary, George is just about to take his 3rd prize of Typhlosion on that Cleffer, which leaves him at 3 prizes to Jack's 6. So whatever Jack did in the +3 turns, he was never going to be able to take enough prizes to tilt the game in his favour. So George moves on to the top 2, and thanks for watching.